Kigoma is a remote region of western Tanzania where farmers grow beans, cassava, bananas, and one cash crop, coffee, on their tiny plots of land. About 9,000 of these farmers belong to the Kanyobu Cooperative, and since 2007, Sustainable Harvest has been working with them to produce better quality coffee and sell it for a higher price.
Because coffee is the main cash crop in the villages, at least in Kigoma region, and to increase the income of these people by more than twice, we've increased the income in 3 years. We've done farmer interviews and they're telling us that because of these higher prices they can send their kids to school this year, they can buy more farmland, they can grow more trees, they can grow more coffee, and it's really impacting on their lives and the lives of people around them, definitely.
It hasn't always been this way. For the past 2 decades, the Kigoma population has grown rapidly, and farmers cleared more and more land for agriculture. They earned little for their coffee and had no access to important North American and European markets. Now this partnership with Sustainable Harvest is helping to change that.
When you work in Africa as an agronomist or extensionist, you have to make sure that whatever you want to introduce, whatever you want to a farmer to do it, you have to be patient. So when you introduce something today, don't expect that tomorrow farmer would adapt. They need time. So sometimes it's difficult to work, but I love to work with African farmers.
Kigoma is an arid place where the dry season lasts 6 months of the year and fresh water is scarce. It's not at all uncommon to see women and children having to walk long distances to collect water to bring back for their families. To help the cooperative centralize its coffee processing and use less water, Sustainable Harvest introduced coffee processing machines from Colombia. These Penagos machines require just a fraction of the water needed for traditional processing techniques. Growers trained by Sustainable Harvest oversee the processing stations, and the quality of the coffee is now more consistent. Sustainable Harvest also partnered with 8 communities to build water storage tanks, so the families here could have more reliable access to water.
Baada ya kupata maji hayo, wananchi walifurahi.
After getting that support of building the water system from Sustainable Harvest, the villagers, they are very, very happy and very excited to get that water system, because they will use the time to go to the river and fetching water. Nowadays, that water out of coffee processing, they use that water for drinking, they use that water for cooking, washing their clothes, and the other things.
Solving the water problem was a big step, but that alone was not enough to help the farmers sell their product.
Alafu kitu kingine ni wazi, transparency. Yani sustainable wanafanya.
Working with sustainable is very helpful because there is transparency. And for them, transparency is very important, because previously when they were selling their coffee to auction in Moshi, they believe that there is no transparency. But working with Sustainable, there is more and more transparency, because now they can talk to buyers, they can discuss with farmers, and also they can discuss about the prices. For them, that is very important.
The cooperative has also begun using an online tracking system developed by Sustainable Harvest. They've learned to use a computer for the first time and are now logging information online instead of keeping paper and pencil records about the coffee delivered by farmers. This allows the co-op to interact more easily and efficiently with their business partners throughout the supply chain.
First of all, I don't believe what is happening now. I don't believe the situation. I don't believe. Because when we started the project here, and when you go around in the village here, you can find people, they were drank their coffee on the floor because they didn't know what they believed, that coffee means after they have harvested and then drying, and when it goes to the market, it's only they're being sold like maize. So they didn't care of quality, how to improve their quality. But now I can see people that have changed. They have changed. Why? They have changed because in order to get good money, it means we have to produce good quality.
Now, with coffee providing a valuable income, farmers are seeing an economic incentive to reforest the area because coffee grows better under a shade canopy. That's good news for the chimpanzees in the nearby Gombe National Park, where Jane Goodall did her groundbreaking research. The reforestation efforts are creating a buffer around the park to protect the chimpanzees' habitat. The cooperative worked with Sustainable Harvest to establish a tree nursery and distribute seedlings to farmers who've already planted 135,000 trees. Sustainable Harvest agronomists have taught the farmers organic production practices. Using local farm waste, growers have learned to make compost fertilizers that will help them nourish their plants and boost coffee yields without chemicals. And Sustainable Harvest staff maintain an ongoing dialogue with the farmers, teaching them about producing high-quality coffee good enough to sell to the specialty market.
The acidity was medium acidity, it was not high, it was not low, it was medium. It was clean after a test. And I think this coffee, after when it settles, it will be good, it will be a good coffee. So I think it needs to rest. Yeah. Yeah, I think so far you are doing well. Congratulations, and keep on doing well. Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Canyover very recently won the Taste of the Harvest award, which meant they have the best coffee in East Africa, which people were very surprised about because, you know, we're up against Ethiopia and countries that traditionally have really high quality coffee. And even within Tanzania, you know, Kigoma region is not the famous region for coffee growing. It's Moshi and Arusha, so it caused quite a stir and has definitely put Kigoma on the map. And buyers are really interested in this cooperative now. Like, where's this great quality suddenly popped up from? So now our real job is to increase the volume, to increase the quantity of coffee we are getting out of Canyovo Cooperative, and hopefully get more farmers having the high prices that the farmers last year achieved.